Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Third Inning Podcast. I'm your host, Izzy Rain, and we are finally back. So, for the second half of the season, which I do think I've talked loosely about this in vlogs and Twitter or whatever, that for the second half of the season, we are going to be doing the podcast every other week. Now, maybe in the October baseball and the playoffs and all, we may go back to doing it every week because a lot will be happening. But now we're just kind of in these 6 weeks, I think, till the playoffs. I mean, a lot's still happening, but not as much in the first half of the season and then the All-Star game and all that. So we will be doing every other week for the second half of the season. I know the last week when I was supposed to be on here, I was in Washington, D.C., and my computer would not connect to the Wi-Fi, so I could not do the podcast. And that really sucked. All my other devices were able to connect, but not my Mac. So I don't know what was up with that. I tried and tried because there was a lot I wanted to do with my computer, but it just was not working out. So to get back in the swing of things, we are going to be talking about a Major League game that I attended in August, earlier this month, in Baltimore at Camden Yards. So I can probably tell by the title of this video. So we are going to talk about the scores of today, even though I don't think any games have even happened today, but we're still going to talk about it, of what games will be happening. So at 7:05, we have the Nats taking on the Pirates in Pittsburgh. And again at 7:05 in Baltimore, we have the Royals taking on the O's. In Cincy, we have the Padres and the Reds. And your MLB TV free game of the day are the Mariners and Rays at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg at 7:10 p.m. So if you want to watch that game, it is free. You do not have to pay, and it will be on at 7:10 p.m. East Coast time with Gonzalez and McKay pitching. So in St. Louis, we have some Central League action with the Brewers and the Cardinals at 7:45. We had the Angels and the Rangers at 8:05. Tigers and Astros at 8:10. The White Sox and the Twins at 8:10. And the Rockies and D-backs at 9:40. And my dog just sneezed right into the mic, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so those are all of our not scores, but our games. There's not a lot. I mean, I doubt Monday is a busy day for games. Yeah, we're filming this on Monday because I went to a political event yesterday. I'm not going to talk about politics on here, but it lasted longer, so I couldn't get home and record. I had too much to do. But that's not the point. So we're going to be talking about the Orioles today. And let me go. The app just crashed. Don't recommend. No, I'm joking. I don't know if I recommend AppBat. I mainly use it just for when I'm doing the podcast or when I like to get the notifications about my own team. I get so many notifications about Mike Trout. I do not care about the Los Angeles Angels. I do not care about Mike Trout. Stop sending me notifications about him. It drives me crazy. So going to the Orioles, we have, I don't even know what game I went to. I think it was the Friday game. So this one? Yes, this is the one I went to. So I did vlog this experience. You can go to the playlist tabs on my channel after you watch or listen to this podcast. And it's this Baltimore vlog, and it's in the thumbnail. Vladdy is in the thumbnail and all that, so it's not hard to find. So why I went to this game, I mean, I go up in that area several times, two times, so a couple times a year. And I usually try to catch a game, whether it be the O's or the Nats. The Nats were in Arizona, so I didn't go to a Nats game on my most recent trip to the DMV area. But I did get to see the O's, and I went to see the O's. So they were having Stranger Things night, which we got a bobblehead, which you can see it in the vlog, or on my Funko Pop Instagram, which is just raining pops. they had a bobblehead giveaway, and it is the Oriole, and he is dressed in Dustin's outfit from season 3, the outfit that Dustin wears for the majority of the season. And yeah, it's a really cool bobblehead. It's right behind me right now. I don't have it out yet. It's sitting somewhere, but I do have the box because I don't know what I'm going to do yet. And so I'm kind of changing how I store my collectible items. So who knows what I do, but that was the main reason I went. And we did have a closer um, Stranger Things Day, which was in Atlanta, and it was a hat giveaway, like the Hawkins High School hat, which I was able to get one of those for my birthday, but not a Braves one, a Dodger one. Sorry, I'm having a lot of like brain fog right now. My bad. Yeah, so those were really cool. So teams may still be doing Stranger Thing nights. So just go to MLB.com, Stranger Things night, and get your tickets there because you do have to have a special ticket to get the bobblehead, just like the Game of Thrones ones that I got earlier this season in Cincinnati. You have to have a special ticket. I will say, I think the Stranger Things one just said Stranger Things, but like the Game of Thrones one said GOT. So you have to have that special ticket to get the bobblehead to get the giveaway item. So please, if you're gonna get tickets, go to MLB.com. And they have other kinds of giveaways and all. Stranger Things and Game of Thrones are obviously not the only ones. So Crystal does not have to get Tommy John surgery. I just got that notification. So good for him. I'm not a Red Sox fan in any way, but I don't wish Tommy John on anybody. That freaks me out. And I'm so scared when pitchers get, and not even pitchers, just Corey Seager had Tommy John's. It's just a scary thing. Like, I get worried about it. But yeah, going back to, oh my gosh, the app exited out early. I'm not recommend MLB today, MLB at bat on a Monday. Don't do it. So yeah, the game was on August 2nd, a Friday in Baltimore at Camden Yards, and Zach Campbell was at the game as well. I'm not a Zach Campbell hater. I do enjoy his videos, so I will leave a link down below in the pinned comment where you can check out his video because I feel like his is supposed to be a baseball video when my vlog was my whole day of everything I did in the day, like going to Target, going to get pizza, like it wasn't just the game. So the Blue Jays won, obviously, against the Orioles 5-2. Now, I am not a huge Blue Jays fan. The Orioles, I like the Orioles alright, no hate to them. Just to let y'all know. So the Blue Jays got 2 runs in the first, 1 in the 6th, the O's got 2 in the 7th, and then the Blue Jays got 1 in the 9th. The Blue Jays had 8 hits, the Orioles 7, and the Blue Jays had 1 error. So this was Bo Bichette. I don't know how to say his last name. Bichetti. I don't know. This was in his stint of when he's a rookie, and he has been breaking records, just doing really awesome things. And yeah, he had 1 of the hits in the game and 1 BB. So, oh my gosh. Okay. It was 34 at bats. I was shook for a minute. I thought somebody got like 34 hits. I was like, whoa. I was like, where did that come from? So the lineups were the Bichette, I'm not sure how to say it. He's a shortstop. Yeah, I only knew 2 people on the Blue Jays lineup. So we had Biggio in right field, and then Hernandez was the center fielder. I don't know what the T stands for. Oh, are there 2 Hernandezes maybe? Yeah, I guess that's there for that. I don't know why it didn't just say Hernandez. Okay. Then we had Gurriel Jr. in left field, which I didn't know there was another Gurriel. I thought it was this Yuli or Yuri. I don't remember the guy's name. But yeah, I was in left field, side Gurriel right in front of me. We had Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at third base. We had is it Justin or Dustin? Let me make sure. Justin Smoke, who I have seen with the Mariners, and he is from here in South Carolina, and he was a DH, and he was a South Carolina Gamecock. So we had Galvish at second base, Drury on first base, and I knew Drury, but I didn't even know he was on the Blue Jays because that just shows how much I keep up with the AL. Then we had Fisher as center field and right field, And for catcher, we had Jansen. So, yes. And then in pitching, we had Font, Kingham, Gaviglio, Mays, and Law. And then on the Orioles, going over to them, I only knew 2 people on the Orioles. So we had Viller, it's the second baseman. Mancini as the right fielder, Santander as the center fielder, Nunez was third base, Peterson left field, Severino was the catcher, and I knew him because I voted for him in the All-Star game. Cisco was DH. Chris Davis hit a home run in this game, and I was honestly shook because we know that he went on that long binge of not getting any hits. So I did see Chris Davis get a home run, and he played first base, and then Martin was the shortstop, and then okay, I don't know why it was like that. It says A and then dash Alberto was the PH. And for pitching, we had Brooks, Noah, I don't know, Givens, Fry, and Hess. And those were your Orioles the Oriole lineup. So attendance was 16,331. The first pitch was at 7:08 p.m. And it was 84 degrees and partly cloudy. And yeah, the wind was 9 miles per hour out to left field. Really nice getting into left field because it was very hot. Because the last game I went to before this was in Cleveland in May, where it was literally like 50 degrees, and I was so scared of getting frostbite because that's freezing. And yeah, so it was just a completely different atmosphere in Baltimore with like 80-degree weather. But that's the podcast this week. I know it's short. We usually do more topics, but for once where it's like I'm talking about a game I went to than like a major league game, because obviously I go to minor league games and all that, we do a full podcast for. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and give this video a big thumbs up, and check back next Sunday for a podcast.